Okay, so this may just be a test of this camera, or I might just roll with it if my buddy calls back. I wanted to do a audio of phone calls with some of my friends, because when we're talking, man, we lay down some good stuff. You know, it's all good. It's educating each other on what's going on in the world, that kind of stuff. We network, you know, and right now, if you can't tell, it's snowing. It's fixing to come down, son. It's fixing to be, I mean, if you can see the blowing snow, there's no good angle to show you this yet. It's blowing like crazy over here to my left. You know, it's coming down. You got a straight on view of it right now. Look, I will move you, and I'll show you this driver having a little bit of trouble even seeing to come in where he's at. Okay, so check this out. Check this out. It is like snowing, dude. It is like coming down, man. I don't know if it's showing it, like I said, but he was having a hard time down there. It's blowing harder down there currently. There we go. That's showing a little bit of it. It's fixing to be right here, exactly where I'm at. You know. So, anyway, just wanted to do a little video and try this out. So, I hope that everybody. I'm gonna zoom this back out and give you a better view here of the whole situation. I hope that everybody appreciates what I'm doing, what I'm putting out here. You know, I guess that's the view you're gonna get. You know what? That's unacceptable. I got to be able to put you where you can see, and I'm just sitting here, so I could put it right here, dead center. Like I said, just trying to do a little something here. I want you to have a clear shot, a clear view. Okay, so yeah, this is definitely a crazy kind of a setup test. Okay, is what it is kind of thing. You know, you're here, I'm here, we're all in here. Oh, get that for the reflection. I threw my paperwork up there for a second because I'm writing down all my info, making a plan. But I'm bringing you with me, people. You know, and I hope that you appreciate it. Everybody seems to appreciate what I'm doing here. But I've got a friend of mine. I almost want to call him back. He's helping another driver. And he said, hey, man, let me get this call. But here's my situation, my personal situation. My personal situation right now is that we're fixing to be in a blizzard right here where we're at. This is fixing to be a blizzard. And because of my hours of service, I'm sitting here. I am captive audience to watch it envelope me. If you're in a tornado and you're out of hours, you're still stuck there in that tornado. See, that's part of what's crazy is they need even on computer logs, just like you have PC miles, they need a macro to be able to basically to do what you like, you know, do what you need to do. I mean, look, call it, you know, hey, I can't just drop this trailer anywhere. There's nowhere to drop it. The truck stops won't let me drop the trailer. Where do you go? What do you do? You know, it's a situation. You know what I mean? You need to be able to, honestly, they should let you take a trailer, even with a load, with an exception, just like they have a sleeper boat split. Call it a driver split. Make something up if you have to and pass a law on it and put it in the regulations so that a driver can leave a certain destination to get to a safer destination, like the nearest truck stop, like for inclement weather. Like, I mean, they do have an inclement weather clause, but it's still going to look like a violation to a company or whatever, give us a real good extension of our leash that you have us tethered to. Because right now, like I said, I'm in a snowstorm that's fixing to happen. It got a little heavy, it got a little light, it's fixing to be like coming down. Okay? And we're going to get at least a foot. And I'm still stuck here for 4 hours. So, one of them deals, you know, puts you in a position where you're like, you're having to make some judgment calls that you don't want to have to make, and you don't want to get in trouble. So, like, I'm chilling. I'm just like, whatever. I'm going to get out in it and do what I can to get to the next pickup and then the next delivery. And if the roads become impassable, that's that and this and that, you know. But it would be easier if I could have left earlier. It'd be easier if I didn't have a wheel seal hold me up. I had a plan, you know, I was on a regular schedule. So they need to understand that things happen and make it so that drivers have a lot more control over their day. I would say give us a emergency macro, you know, and we can put in a note, and that way it's on there, it's in there, but we're allowed to do it. Not just, oh, well, somewhere deep in the, you know, regulation book you're allowed to do something or something, you know. No, give us a couple hours. We could do a lot with a 2-hour emergency. It could be at the end of the day when you're out of hours and there's a truck stop that's 1 mile away or 10 miles away, but that's the last one. But that'd be the best place for you safety-wise, and they've got parking and this one don't and this and that. You sleep a lot better when you got a parking spot. There's a lot to it. I'm not complaining. I'm showing my actual situation right now where my hours of service say that I'm supposed to stay where I'm at, but by the time I've got hours, I'm going to be looking at a foot and a half of snow. You with me, people? So, I got a buddy of mine, I'm going to call him. I'm going to stop this video. This was a test for this camera, for this setup. And, welcome to Chicago, man. It's always Chicago. Golly, it's always Chicago. Either they'll say that there's parking and you're on a turnpike and there's not at the rest. There's never parking at the rest areas. Don't fall for that. Even if Trucker Path, they lie. And then there's no parking. There's towaway zones. I'm on this property simply because there's no towaway zone. You know what I'm saying? It's a parking lot kind of thing. So, yeah. It's crazy, man. You got a lot to deal with, but like I said, Chicago is a whole different animal, and you learn its different ways. The problems you have where there's no parking and that kind of stuff. It gets worse when you get up to, like, say, New Jersey and on into New York. And some of those roads are only made for horse and buggy. They were never designed for cars. They didn't have cars. And then, so now, we got trucks, and they got low bridges and narrow streets, and they still ordering stuff to those places. Oh, you just bring your truck down here, and we can do it. And you can drop the trailer. It's still sticking in the road, or crazy stuff. So, I don't try to mess with that no more. The boroughs and this and that, it's illegal to have a 53-foot van. That's what we all got. Anything over like 48 or maybe 30 or whatever, short pups. So you can get a ticket just being where you're not supposed to be. But Chicago, sticking to Chicago here, yup, it's like this. So right now the snow's blowing and I'm still getting water on my glass, but the current outside temperature, as far as my computer is saying, is 38 degrees. So we ain't got far from, 30, it might even be 36. We don't have far from 36 to freezing. And we got just the corner of this storm right now, but it's fixing to be full on hitting us. It's supposed to come in here within the hour. You just saw some of the snow. That's nothing. So I'm going to end this video. A little something, a little test, and then I'm going to make a phone call to a friend of mine and try that out. That's it. Y'all stay safe. Be careful when you're in Chicago to know where you got a place to shut down before you get where you're delivering, because where you're delivering, you may not be able to park there or on the road or anywhere around within 10 miles. And if you ain't got hours to backtrack, then you're over. So y'all stay safe. I'm out. Peace.